Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Mission Snapshot. Once again, we're very grateful to have you with us, and Hannah is at the table on the other side over there manning our social media. So if you have any questions or comments, please drop them down below. And throughout the show, she will be adding comments and links, so please keep an eye out for that. Today, I have with me here in our studio Veronica. And when Veronica's here, it is evening school day. And so that's one of our favorite things. So we are ready to hear what you have for us.
All right. Well, I'm glad to be here. We are going to talk about an evening school in Kadathur, and that's in the southern region of India, as you see on the map. And this evening school, they have quite a few students that go there, and I just have a couple stories, just two short stories about some of the students. So the first story is about a girl named Manda, and she is actually an orphan. She lives in the village, and she's actually a little fortunate. I know it's sad to say that, but she has family who has been able to take her in. So, you know, a lot of children, especially in other countries, or even here, if they're an orphan and don't have family, you know, they're an orphanage, or it's very hard for them to survive, especially in India. So she's lucky in that respect. She has family. She lives with her aunt. But it's still very hard. That's another mouth for them to feed. And most of the families there, you know, they live day to day. And so it is a little bit difficult on the family taking care of one more person. But she's grateful to have her aunt and be able to live there. And she has the great opportunity of going to the evening school. And so with that, it helps a lot with her being able to get proper food and better education. And then one great thing about our evening schools is we can't do this all the time, but if they see a particular need, if one family is struggling maybe a little more than others, or you know, if there's some other need that we can fill, we try and do that. So in her case, there have been times where her clothes have just been, you know, falling apart, and they don't have money to replace those types of things. And so the teachers there have been able to help her out and get her new clothing. And good. So, you know, just helping out with other little needs that they see is a huge blessing in her life.
Absolutely.
To be able to have that.
Right. And so it's amazing to me, because I know that in the area of Kadathur, it's a poor area. And we also have talked on other shows that the Bible workers don't make a lot, and the main teacher at Kadathur is one of our Bible workers. So she's pulling double duty. And so, but yet, even though they don't have much, they're looking out for this little girl to make sure that she has enough the clothing to get there. Now, it's not rich clothing.
No. And it may have just been one outfit. I'm not sure how much, but I do know that they're looking out for her and others. You know, I think it's probably the same as teachers feel here. When you have students, you know, in your class, they become like your children, and so you want to know what their needs are and how you can help. And you don't always have money to do a lot, but every little bit means something to the child, and it helps them. And so it's good that they are able to help her in that way. Right.
And you brought this out, but I wanted to make sure that our viewers heard this, that with her being in her aunt's family, she is one more mouth to feed. And so being able to come to the evening school and getting the extra support helps that family.
Yeah, it helps the whole family, because I don't know exactly how big the aunt's family is, but you know, it's reasonable that they have other children in the home, or there's more than just her and her aunt in the house. And so, being able to go to the evening school and get her meal there, you know, that definitely helps.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing about Manda.
So our next story is going to be about a little boy. His name is Manoj.
If I can bring him up. It's not working.
Well, we'll have a slide. There he is. So there's Manoj. So Manoj is, he's a little boy who goes to the evening school there as well. And when he first went there, his family, like many families, they were not Christian. They did not, believe in God. And his father actually drank a lot. And, so that was not the best home situation anytime you have that. But he started going to the school and started learning a little bit about Jesus and kind of hearing these concepts. And like most children who come, he started, wanting to share that with his family. And so after a little while of him being at school, his brother actually started coming to school. His little brother started coming to the evening school as well. So they were both learning.
Wow.
And when his brother started coming, his mom would actually drop them off and then just sit outside the evening school. And so she could also hear what they were being taught.
Right.
And so it went from just one person in the household hearing about Jesus to 3 people now are hearing about Jesus. And so the mother started, really understanding what it meant to believe that Jesus was God. And she started accepting these things. And so as a small family, the boys and her, they started praying for the father.
Right.
And so it's through their prayers and through the connection of the evening school, the father actually eventually gave up drinking and accepted Christ as well. He is actually now an elder in the church there.
Wow.
And so it's a wonderful story of showing how, just that one influence then became 2 and then 3 and then, so it's changed their whole family and
That's
the
amazing.
family life at home.
Right.
And things are a lot brighter for that boy.
That's right. So Manoj found Jesus.
Yes.
And then his little brother.
Yeah.
And then his mom.
Right.
And it's because of the evening school.
Yeah. And just that influence, the small amount that they're able to teach each night, and about faith and prayer and Jesus. And so it ended up changing their whole family.
That is so very cool. Well, we have a photo on the screen right now of the Kadathur church.
Yes.
The building that's on the left side does not belong to the church. That's a village building. So it's just where it says SDA Church, and that is the Kadathur church. And we have a second part of this story that we're going to tell next week.
Next week, we're going to talk more about the Kadathur church and the evening school.
Right.
Some exciting changes that have happened there.
Yeah, so the photo that you've seen on the screen is from 2019, and the team was there in 2020, a year later, and we have fun things to talk about on how this church has progressed, and we're very excited about it, and there were donors who helped make it happen, so we're also very thankful. So next Thursday, Veronica will be back to tell the second half of this story, but on Tuesday we do have another episode, so it'll take not next time, but the time after that. So we want to thank you for joining us, and thank you for sharing your stories, because I love evening school stories. And I want to invite you to take a look at our website at jesusforasia.org. And there are many projects that are focused on our website, so you're going to find something. And the last time I asked for you to pray. If you go and visit the Invest page, please just pray for the projects, because prayer is so powerful. Yeah. So we are glad to have been here with you, and we will see you on Tuesday at 1 o'clock. And this has been your Mission Snapshot.